Welcome back to Basics of Mechanical Engineering 2, Week 6 Answers in NPTEL. Let us see the first question. This forging operation reduces the height of the work and increases its diameter. Option A, pullering. Option B, upsetting. Option C, drawing down. Option D, swagging. The correct answer is option B, upsetting. Let us see the explanation. The forging operation that reduces the height of the workpiece and increases its diameter is called upsetting or upset forging. This process typically involves placing the workpiece between two flat dies and applying compressive force, causing the workpiece to decrease in height while its diameter increases. So the correct option is option B, upsetting. Question number 2. The earring is associated with option A, deep drawing. Option B, extrusion. Option C, rolling. Option D, forging. The correct answer is option A, deep drawing. Let us see the explanation. The term earring is primarily associated with waviness or a rippled edge in the top edge of a cup or other formed metal object. Specifically during deep drawing processes, it is a common defect in sheet metal forming, particularly in the drawing of the cups caused by an isotropy of sheet metal. So the correct answer is option A, deep drawing. Question number 3. When a metal sheet with a circular hole is heated, the hole dash, option A, gets larger. Option B, gets smaller. Option C, remains the same. Option D, gets deformed. The correct answer is option A, gets larger. Let us see the explanation. When a metal sheet with a circular hole is heated, the hole gets larger. This is because the metal, including the area of the hole, expands when heated, causing the hole's dimensions to increase as well. So the correct answer is option A, gets larger. Question number 4. In die operation, punching number of holes in an sheet is called option A, parting. Option B, perforating. Option C, notching. Option D, lancing. The correct answer is option B, perforating. Let us see the explanation. In a die operation, punching a number of holes in a sheet is called perforating. Perforating is a sheet metal operation that involves punching a series of uniformly spaced holes into a sheet material. So the correct answer is option B, perforating. Question number 5. The shear angle is mostly provided on dash in the blanking operation. Option A, punch. Option B, die. Option C, both punch and die. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option B, die. Let us see the explanation. The working faces of the punch or die are ground off so that it does not remain parallel to the horizontal plane but are inclined to it. This angle of inclination is called shear. The provision of shear distorts the material being cut. When shear is on the face of the punch, the blank cannot be flat and when shear is on the die. The piercing cannot be flat. So, for the blanking operation, shear is provided on die face, and for punching operation, shear is provided on punch face. Shear reduces the punch load, acts gradually, and it is always less than equal to the thickness of the metal. So the correct option is option B, die. Question number 6. Blanking and piercing operations can be performed simultaneously in option A, combination die, option B, simple die, option C, progressive die, option D, compound die. The correct answer is option D, compound die. Let us see the explanation. Blanking and piercing operations are common sheet metal performing processes used to create holes or remove specific shapes from a metal sheet. These operations can be performed simultaneously in a compound die. Compound die means a compound die is a type of die that combines multiple operations into a single die set. So the correct answer is option D, compound die. Question number 7. Spring back during the sheet bending operation is caused because of option A, release of stored energy during elastic and plastic deformation. Option B, release of stored energy during plastic deformation. Option C, release of stored energy during elastic deformation. Option D, excess energy that was utilized during the forming process. The correct answer is option C, release of stored energy during elastic deformation. Let us see the explanation. Spring back in sheet metal bending is primarily caused by the elastic recovery of the material after the bending force is released. The material undergoes both elastic and plastic deformation during bending. When the bending force is removed, the material tends to return to its original shape, a phenomenon known as spring back. So the correct answer is option C, release of stored energy during elastic deformation. Question number 8. Removing pieces from the edge in shearing operation is known as option A, coining, option B, notching, option C, grooving, option D, lancing. The correct answer is option B, notching. Let us see the explanation. Removing pieces from the edge in a shearing operation is called notching. Notching is a shearing operation where material is removed from the edge of a sheet metal piece to create a notch or a cutout. This process is often used to prepare the sheet metal for bending or to create specific shapes. So the correct answer is option B, notching. Question number 9. The process in which the edge of the sheet is folded over itself to increase the stiffness of the part is called option A, dimpling, option B, hemming, option C, spinning, option D, pin forming. The correct answer is option B, hemming. Let us see the explanation. In the hemming process, it is also called flattening. The edge of the sheet is folded over itself. It increases the stiffness of the part. It eliminates the sharp edges and prevents damage or wear of the edge. So the correct answer is option B, hemming. Question number 10. Which of the following parameters should be low to get the best result in sheet metal formed part? Option A, thickness or surface area. Option B, surface area or thickness. Option C, length or width. Option D, width or length. The correct answer is option A, thickness or surface area. Let us see the explanation. For the best result in sheet metal forming, the sheet metal thickness should be low to achieve optimal formability and ease of shaping with minimal risk of cracking or wrinkling. A lower thickness also generally means a lower cost. So the correct answer is option A, thickness or surface area. Okay, this is the regarding week 6 solutions in NPTEL, basics of mechanical engineering 2. In the next video, we will discussing about week 7 solutions in NPTEL of basics of mechanical engineering 2. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.